Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Today I'm going to talk to you about my team selection for the upcoming Game Week 22. Game Week 21 is still ongoing, but I have literally no time after on Thursday evening to record the video, so I'm recording it a little bit earlier. Hopefully you enjoy. Then on Friday most probably I will prepare something about the injury news or something like that, but I do not promise. For sure though, there is going to be a deadline stream for the upcoming Game Week 22, so tune in on Saturday if you want to not miss it, or to help me reach my target of 2.5k subscribers. You can subscribe to the channel. It's completely for free and it would mean the world to me. I'm 25k at the world in the moment, a little bit of a dip this week, but I have to talk a lot about the week itself. So let's dive in and see how my team is doing in Game Week 21. This is how my team is doing in Game Week 21. It's not very good. The points are 52 so far. I have still João Pedro to play for my team. I don't know if he's starting against Ipswich or not, but yeah, I'm hoping for at least some returns if he tends to start. I will be discussing the team player by player, and I'm going to talk about the disappointment in the team and what I think about it. So starting with Sanchez in goal, I literally don't know what's happening with Chelsea. They are supposed to have a good fixture run and Sanchez to at least make some saves. But yeah, he's getting one pointer after one pointer after one pointer, and I feel pretty pissed about it. I don't know even if he's starting in the weekend. I literally don't know, but yeah, whatever the outcome is, I'm going to take it and I'm going to rely on Sanchez, sadly. But yeah, that one pointer hurts a lot. Then moving into Gabriel, he played probably one of the best games of the season as a center back against Spurs, and he's leaving the game with 1 point. He got a stupid yellow card at the end, which could have been avoided, to be fair, but at the end of the world, that's not what I want to talk about. The way that his assist for the own goal for Solanke has been overruled, I do not understand it. So Opta stats is where FPL gets its information, and it's said that Gabriel do not take a shot on goal, but basically made a pass and Solanke scored an own goal. There are people saying that it touched the ball by Dragusin. I don't know if that's true. It's one or the other, but FPL didn't give him the assist, then gave him the assist, then take it away. I'm like, what the hell? Just add some consistency. I know that there have been similar cases in the past, and that cannot continue. For sure, there should be a very, very strict rule of what's going to happen, because it hurts a lot spending 6.4 on a defender that you are buying because of his set pieces. Then he provides on the set piece, and then they don't give him the points. Like, I'm wasting the budget. Instead of Gabriel, I could go with Munoz or someone else and start getting those odds points here and there for the same frequency that Gabriel gets them. It's utterly awful managing by official FPL, and I'm recording this after watching the game, so I feel pretty pissed. Maybe in the morning I would be more content, but honestly it feels like a robbery. Then moving into Gvardiol, Manchester City were leading the game 2-0. Gvardiol was playing well, he was in the bonus, everything was moving smoothly, and then they decided to concede 2 goals at the end of the game. I think that they deserve it because they have been cocky and they do not close the game and they don't tend to defend well. But Gvardiol has been nothing short of a disappointment since I brought him in. Basically, I brought in 3 players in the recent weeks after Saka's injury: Trent, Gvardiol and Gabriel. And apart from one very, very good score from Trent from 15 points and 1 clean sheet from Gvardiol, that's been all of it. And I mean all of it. 1 pointer, 2 pointer, 1 pointer, 2 pointer. It has been truly awful if you ask me. Trent as well against Forest, nothing. And I mean nothing. I cannot spend 6.4, 12.4 and then 19.6 million in my defense and get 4 points. That is not acceptable. That's basically owning Haaland. Like, what the hell? 3 such expensive players. That has been my mistake. I thought that when the budget from Saka is gone, I need to spend it in the defensive department, as I owned the better strikers. Isaac, Cunha, Pedro, Wood. I have owned all of them, and I thought, okay, I'll spend it in defense because that's where we should at least invest the money. I have Palmer, Salah, and Bumo. I don't need Son, so Son or KGB or Foden. So everything else is in the right criteria. No, it's a blank after blank after blank after blank. Vardio had stopped going forward. Trent, apart from that 15-pointer against West Ham, has been pretty awful. Gabriel, Arsenal just decide to concede 1 goal and then to win 2-1 or 3-1 or even draw 1-1, but they don't keep a clean sheet. Can you not keep a 0-0 draw if you're drawing? Like, what the hell? Literally, I'm so disappointed. I don't know what to do there. Should I offload some of it? Probably Guardiola is a goner soon. I know that this may bite me at the end, but after the Ipswich fixture, Guardiola for sure is a goner. I will start preparing something else. But honestly, yeah, it feels like I've wasted my money. I should have bought 3 cheap defenders like Robinson, Ho, let's say Munoz, and Huijsen, Kerkes, whoever, and I would have been even better. I spent 3 transfers on those 3 players, spent 19.6 of my millions budget, and I'm getting 4 points combined. That's utterly unacceptable, and yeah, that's a mistake that I made and should have improved better. Ho, on the other hand, another brilliant performance this week. I was right to play him. I was never going to bench him against Wolves. To be fair, Dubravka was the defensive man of the match, if you ask me. 6 points, not the most ideal thing, but I will take it. Good performance, good overall. I like it. Oh, 6-pointer. Then moving into midfield, let's start with Palmer. Another game, another goal, another 3 points bonus. Like, this guy is a magnet of 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. It's utterly, utterly impressive. Honestly, he should have been my captain, but I was afraid of effective ownership. That's not a smart move to make, but some weeks it's good to risk it. This was one of those weeks. Sadly, I didn't have the courage to do it. Salah was 160% effective owned against me, which would have been not that bad if he had scored. To be fair, for 80 minutes he was a ghost, and in the last 10 he could have scored 3 and could have been the same as like in the Newcastle game, but he didn't, and this time I'm only with 2-pointer from the captain, and hence there is a basically 100% red arrow for me. I will try to improve next week. He plays Brentford though. Am I not captaining him against Brentford? Yeah, really I am. So Palmer and Salah, those guys are just keeping afloat my rank, but Palmer this week hurt me. And Bumo, okay game, played really well, a good chance in the first half, then got a ball cleared in the last moment of the game from Ake. Damn you, Ake. I should have went with Ake. Honestly, he was taken out earlier in all of those fixtures before that. He was keeping clean sheets, and now he cost me a 5-pointer from Mbumo, probably a bonus point. So yeah, I lost there 5 points because Ake decided to clear the ball off the line. Salah, I lost 10 points off of him because Aina cleaned the ball off the line from him. So basically, Mbumo and Salah cost me combined 15 points because the ball was cleared off the line without bonus. So yeah, not the best week for me. On the other hand, my transfer this week, I thought that I was going for Ahmad, but when looking at the data, the percentages, at who is getting bought and who is getting sold, Gordon was the most brought-in player, and I thought of myself, looked at the fixtures and said, okay, he has Wolves, then he has Fulham, and then he has Southampton. So I'm bringing Ahmad for Southampton, but then I will miss Gordon for Southampton. So I said, okay, I will go for Gordon for Wolves and Southampton, and he delivered a goal, a bonus point, 9 points, brilliant. Up front, Pedro, 0-pointer so far. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll talk about it on the deadline video. Isaac, 16 points. I want to say a massive sorry to everyone that I made not to captain Isaac. He must have been the best choice, but I really thought Salah, Palmer, Bruno, and Haaland were all better options. I will stay behind my words. I just want to say sorry if I mislead you guys. I think that whoever stuck with Isaac great performance. 16 points. He has hurt me this week as he has been owned heavily. Next week, I don't think he's hurting me, but honestly, owning Palmer, Salah, and Isaac only to not hurt me, that feels like a massive robbery. Basically, I own players like Gabriel, Palmer, Salah, and Mbumo. Not Mbumo, okay, Palmer, Salah, Isaac, Gabriel, and Wood, just not to hurt me. And guess who hurt me this week? It was Chris Wood. I really thought that this was the best decision to bench him against Liverpool. To be fair, he hasn't scored ever against Liverpool before that game, and he had only one chance that game. Forrest had only one chance this game, and he converted it. That's what elite strikers do, but I really thought that was the better choice. At the end of the day, if Pedro doesn't play, Wood will come into the team. It will not be a green arrow, so I'm hoping for Pedro massive haul. Him scoring will be massive for me. But for now, yeah, I think the week has not gone too good for me. But honestly, robbed from a Gabriel assist. Honestly, feel robbed. Then Salah got a ball cleaned off the line, and Mbumo got a ball cleaned off the line. So honestly, this week the differential must-own players did nothing for me. And Eze, Rogers, Mateta, Wood. Who else? Elanga, Sar, Munoz, Robinson. 8 players that delivered like hell. Like literally 8 players that delivered like hell. That are very highly owned, and we haven't seen yet Amat or Bruno play, and that would hurt even more. At the end of the day, I made decisions. The decision that I did Diaz to Gordon was the right one. The only wrong decision for me, no, 2 wrong decisions so far, is starting as a Salah captain and not starting Wood in the team. But if I go back in time and decide to do it once again, I think I'm going to do it exactly the same way if I have the opportunity. I may be stubborn or something, but I feel like that was the right approach. Still a very solid rank to attack the fixtures. Hopefully next week I will manage to turn it around, and those defenders will start bringing some damn points, because misspending 19 million on them and they bringing 4 points is not acceptable. So yeah, sorry about the rant. I was so pissed, and I still am. Let's go and see how my team is going to look in the future now with Gordon into the team. I'm going to look at the plans, at what I'm wanting to bring, and probably talk about a little bit about the chips. Not a reliable chip strategy, but yeah, I will speak about it. So let's dive into my team and how it's going to look for the upcoming 22 and onwards. So I'm using the Fpl.team website in order to showcase to my team. Have in mind that this is Gameweek 22. It's not confirmed. I'm going to talk about it in a second with my team selection and how it's going to look and what are my plans. I'm not going to reorder the team for it, so it's a surprise for you. Have in mind that I'm not using a transfer in Gameweek 22. I'm saving it for sure unless Salah or Palmer gets injured, but we don't have those scares as of now. Moving into Gameweek 23, something becomes very interesting. So first of all, I will be playing with 3 defenders. So for now, it's going to be Gabriel against Wolves, Arnold against Ipswich, and Ho against Southampton. I think that's a pretty consistent backline, and I will be very happy with it. Then we have Salah against Ipswich. He's going to be my captain there. Then we have Mbumo against Crystal Palace. I'm going to rely on Mbumo. Then I have Gordon against Southampton and Palmer against City. I'm playing Palmer in every fixture, so I don't think that this is up to discussion. Then we have Chris Wood for Bournemouth. Okay game. Not the best, but okay. Isaac for Southampton. And then Joao Pedro for Everton. I think I'm in a pretty good position. Then I will have Gvardiol and Sanchez to sell. So in order to fund my moves, as I have 0.4, I need to consider several things. So first of all, I need to consider what I'm going to do with the chips. And the chips, so 23 for now looks like that. As you see, Salah is having a double up for Bournemouth Everton. There is a small chance that Fulham and Spurs is postponed for 25, but we will not know that until Gameweek 24 starts. So I am not going to activate the assistant manager. I still have the triple captaincy. I still think that Salah is going to be the best option to use the triple captaincy, and I have a little bit of a different strategy for the assistant manager chip in my position. We're going to get into that in a second. But in order to maximize the double game week, I plan to do the following. So selling Gvardiol is going to be harsh move, but Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle and Liverpool, I don't think it gets worse than that. He can score a goal in every game, but I'm not relying on that anymore. I'm going to bring someone in the position of Mykolenko. I know that this seems strange with Everton's new manager, etc, but I honestly want to play him only in one fixture, and that fixture is Gameweek 24. If I go to see it, I know it's Leicester, I know it's Liverpool, I know that this is harsh, but looking at the defenders, no one really excites me for that low of a budget. If we go to defenders and put the price on the 4.5, move it. So we go to 4.5. We have Aston Villa defender that I'm not a fan of. We have a Crystal Palace defender, which is not bad, but here we have United here, which is not good. Everton, okay. Then Ipswich, so I can rely on a Palace defender, so I can go for Munoz here. But I think I'll be already late, and if I'm looking, I don't think I would like that. Fulham defender here is a suicide mission. Then we go to Davis. I know that Southampton in 24, but I already own Daroshe. If I want to rely on a Ipswich defender, I will go to him. Then, can we sort by points? Yes, okay. Points. So Burn, I don't think if he will be starting. Then it's Mykolenko, who will have Brighton where he will be benched. Leicester and Liverpool. I am not expecting a lot of returns, but for the off chance that he gets a clean sheet in one of those games and then 1 or 2 points in the other, I would like to own Mykolenko. If there is a miracle and he keeps clean sheet in both games, I want a taste of that. Everton are not scoring a goal, so I'm not going for a attacker from their team. Then I'm not going to play him up until probably 28, 29. But honestly, do I want to play him? Then we have Hope. Probably I want to bench him only in 25 and in 27. Which, okay, but Mykolenko, 25 is Crystal Palace I can play. And Brentford, it's okay-ish to play. And Trent is not benched. Gabriel is not going to be benched. So I have those fixtures there. If I decide to go for someone like Huijsen, who is playing, he has in 24 Liverpool, so I will be benching him, honestly. And I will have to rely on Ho against Fulham. So it's not a go there. But Huijsen, an option, because in 25, he has Southampton, which is a really good fixture where I can bench him, and 27, Brighton. Then he has in 30, in 31, pretty good weeks, and I'm not looking to sell him, as I will be wildcarding probably around 35. Yes, 35 will be around my wildcard. So I can keep him and rely on him for several weeks. So that's an option. And I will be starting Fulham, Bournemouth, Everton, and Manchester City for my defense. It doesn't scream a lot of points, but it's okay. And I'm not spending a lot of money. Chalobah is returning to Chelsea. Neco Williams is an interesting option. Though in 25 it's Fulham, in 27 is Arsenal. Where I will be benching Cole, he is not an option. So I'll be staying clear of the Forest defense up until probably 29. After that, I'm investing heavily. Probably 2 players from Forest in defense, and I'm going to lock it up. Then we go down, further down. We have Livramento, who is not nailed. We have Lisandro Martinez, 25 Spurs, 27 Ipswich. So I can rely on a United defender, but do I really want it? No, thank you. Konsa, already discussed. 25 is Ipswich, 27 is Palace, so Aston Villa defender is an option, but the fixture run after that I cannot rely on him if an injury happens. Then we go to West Ham. 25 is Brentford, 27 is Leicester, so maybe if they improve a little bit in 23, I can look in their defenders, but I highly doubt it. Koeman is an option, Bassi, Justin, so it's going to be probably between Mykolenko and Huijsen. And I'm honestly going to rely more on Huijsen. I know that this would mean that in 24 he's going to be a 5th option. I don't care, honestly. Now, this would mean I will have 2 million in the bank, and that 2 million will be well spent to go for a triple Liverpool. I'm going all in for Liverpool. What's happening? Oh, the price. Okay. I'm going triple Liverpool for the next 4 fixtures. I will get 3 weeks with 4 Liverpool players. And who is the most nailed Liverpool defender? Van Dijk. Can I afford Van Dijk? No. So who is the second? Alisson. Yes. For 4 weeks, I can rely on him. Yes, goalkeeper transfer is not something that I always recommend. But honestly, I think I will be able to do it and I will be happy with it. So then we have 23 Alisson, Gabriel, Trent, Howe. Brilliant. it screams clean sheets and attacking returns, if you ask me. Then we move to 24, and I have Huijsen is going to be 5th option, so basically I'm not relying on him here. We have Bournemouth, Everton, City and Fulham. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Triple captaincy is going to be active here on Salah. And Palmer my vice. Isaac against Fulham, João Pedro against Forest, Brighton and Gordon against Fulham. As well, I will be happy. Then we move to 25 with a lot of fixtures happening between that. Here we have Howe on the bench immediately as an option. João Pedro, by the way, in 24 is a place to sell, but do I really sell him? Yes, Wissa will have a good fixture on Spurs, West Ham, Leicester, Everton. It doesn't get better than that, but Forest are strong defensively. Let's be real. I can even play Daroshe here. No, I'm not going to play it. Then we have João Pedro against Chelsea. Chelsea are conceding for fun. And then we have against him Southampton. As well, is it worth selling? Probably not. Moving into 25, still owning good transfers, good moves, not going to do anything. Yes, the bench is in shambles, but who cares? Strip 2 players against City, but City are conceding. Defense is good. Midfield is good, apart from Gordon. Attack is a little bit questionable, but I think they can get some points. And then we move to 26, where it gets a little bit interesting. Triple Liverpool against Manchester City is not my forte. So here I may look to replace Alisson, which is, I don't know if it's worth it because it's Newcastle and Southampton after that. So probably I'm going to take it up on the chin and not going to do anything. Go with triple Liverpool as I've committed on it. The only issue here is that I would probably want to sell Chris Wood. I don't know what his availability is going to be, but here if I sell him and go for the player of name of Cunha and have Bournemouth, Fulham, Everton, Southampton, West Ham and Ipswich for Cunha, I think it's going to be brilliant. Then, okay, week 27. Yes, Newcastle is not ideal for, again, my 3 players, but Southampton and Everton are coming Liverpool's way, so I'm going to hold it. Bim bam boom, keeping that team. 27, of course, here I will play Howe, even though it's against Forest. I will be playing Howe. I can bench him. In 27, I will be relying on this team, probably with Huijsen inside against Brighton. Then we move to 28, where the team is in perfect shape. No need to do basically anything. Then in 29, imagine we have Liverpool and Newcastle on the final. Even if it's only one of them, I will be probably activating the free hit. Here I will do a full player shuffling and I will get the players that I want. And here I will start preparing for the upcoming manager chip that I'm going to use in 33. Probably will offload, I don't know who I'm offloading. Trent, Alisson, I want to keep him in those runs. Probably the player that's going to go, sadly, is going to be Mbumo. Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal are fixtures where he will be used as a forward, which can mean goals. But probably I will need to offload players somewhere. The other option is to go for João Pedro, or the final option is to waste only 1.1 on an assistant manager. And here, okay, I can, no, but those fixtures are awful, honestly. And I will get him probably on the final wildcard. But yeah, probably Mbumo is going to leave, sadly, the team. You have to make sacrifices in order to boost the chip. Then in 31, I'm going to do that, and I will start preparing for 32. So probably someone with a double in 33 will be brought instead of Mbumo. So like if Villa play a double against Liverpool, or if Crystal Palace are in double against Newcastle, I'm going to play that and get Rodgers, get someone like that. Then in 33, 31, 32 and 33, I use the free hit. Then in 34, I will have the transfers to crash the team. So basically selling everyone that I do not have value in, and that is blanking. I don't know who is it going to be, but I'm going to use it then. Then in 35, I'm going to wildcard whatever into whatever team. I don't know even if I will have Salah or Palmer. Honestly, may stack up Saka, but Saka is bad fixture run. I don't know who I will be stacking up. Look at Isaac's fixture run. Look at Mbumo is a player that I will be stacking up in 35 probably. Look at Liverpool's fixture run. it will be, and of course I will use transfers in order to get someone that's popular, that someone is struggling, but I want to keep the team as it is. Maybe sell Gvardio to free up some money. I have 1.1 in the bank. If an injury occurs, of course I'm going to react, but honestly this team strategy feels okay. I feel pretty content with it. I know that we're still in 22 and the next move that I would think is 23. But for now, I think I'm pretty delighted. We'll bring Wood probably into the team at some point as well when the fixture turns for the better. We'll stack up on double ups in 33. That double ups are going to include the Carabao Cup finals. And then in 35, I'm going to be using the wildcard. So for 36, I can bench Boost. And 37 and 38 I'm going to write into the end of the season. I don't know if that's the correct strategy or not, but I like my attack. Like I like Salah, I like Palmer, I like Isaac, I like Wood, I like Joao Pedro, I like Mbeumo, and I like Gordon. Why should I sell any of them? Unless an injury happens, I'm keeping them. The defense is somewhere I want to move a little bit. So yeah, that's the deal with my transfer plans. This video is going way too long. Sorry about that, but I wanted to give you an update on my thoughts. Now let's go and see quickly how is the team looking for 22. And then we're going to wrap the video and see you soon with more content. But now let's jump into 22 selection. In game week 22, obviously I will be starting with Sanchez. I really don't know if he will be starting against Wolves at home, but I can only rely on him. For now, he's not going anywhere. 2 more weeks I will have to manage with him. I don't know what's going to be the deal with him at the end of that period, but yeah, it is what it is. Wolves at home at least feels like a game that they can win. Hopefully they will be able to win it with a clean sheet, but with Chelsea you never know. Cahill in goal will never probably play this season, so yeah, he's just a benching fodder. Let's move into defense because it's a little bit interesting there. In defense, once again, I will be opting for 4 players. I know that it's basically against everything that I think about, but I cannot make myself bench any of them. Gabriel against Aston Villa at home, I don't know what to think. Aston Villa are good defensively. They're okay attackingly, but Gabriel is 6.4 million, and if I don't look at the price tag, maybe I will easily bench someone, but I cannot make myself not look at it. And at 6.4, I think Gabriel is not going to be benched. The same can be said the other 2 guys that I had a rant about in the previous section, Gvardio and Rant, 2 away fixtures. Ipswich and Brentford also, at least some attacking returns. Please, something. I don't know, but yeah, those expensive guys are not going anywhere. The star of the defense is Lewis Hall. He's basically now a semi-premium. I bought him at 4.3. Now he's at 4.9. Honestly, feels like a steal. Bournemouth at home, I don't see myself benching him. Sorry, but without Evan Nilsson and without you now, I don't think that they're as dangerous. So yeah, I'll be hoping for a clean sheet. I know Chelsea just conceded 2 goals, but honestly, Chelsea can concede anyone, and I think Newcastle are just a better side. So yeah, that makes the defense for the upcoming week. Hopefully, it will do something more, because Munoz, Konsa, Robinson, they're doing far better than those 3 guys in my team. I already committed. I will run the distance with them. Darryl Shea, Manchester City at home. He's staying on the bench. Next up on the midfield line, Salah against Brentford. He's playing. Palmer, Wolves. Of course he's playing. Those 2 guys are not going anywhere. I'm worried that Palmer is still going to hurt me if I only own him, but I cannot not own him because that would hurt even more. Palmer, Salah. Every week you see them in my team, probably up until 34. And Mbeumo against Liverpool is a different story, though. I was a little bit hesitant. Should I put him on the bench or the striker that I put in the bench? I'm not sure. I will deliberate that up until the end of the game week. If an injury occurs in my team, it will make my decision easier, but I don't want an injury in my team. And Mbeumo, he feels so dangerous, and Liverpool on the counter are very susceptible to a goal. And yeah, if it's scored, probably it's going to be Mbeumo. He was so close against City, so I may only rely on him. And I know that it's Trent and Mbeumo one against each other, but at the end of the day, we have to risk it somewhere. Gordon against Bournemouth. Chelsea scored 2 goals, missed 1,000 chances. I don't think Newcastle are missing them. Gordon against Bournemouth is an obvious starter. Obviously, I got him for that game. I thought they were having a game against Fulham, but I must have mistaken it. It's Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton. Even better run. I don't know how I didn't spot it earlier, but yeah, Gordon. If I went with him instead of Luis Diaz, I would have saved myself a transfer and a couple of bucks. But yeah, it is what it is. We move forward with the decisions that we've made. I felt like Diaz was the better option. It turned out to be wrong, and Gordon, all we know, was the best option going forward. Let's go and see how the forward line is looking. So the forward that's going to be benched for now, it's Pedro. I know that it sounds stupid, but either way, I will have to bench a penalty taker, either Mbomo or Pedro. And I feel like Pedro is the guy for the job this week. I will be hurt by it, but I cannot bench Isaac and I cannot bench Wood in any shape or form. The big differential here that's going to hurt me massively, it's the Forest defense. Everyone with at least one Forest defender is going to be in such a good place, in such a good state, that I'm so envious of them. So that would be the biggest of biggest threats around my team, that Forest defense. But yeah, it's a final week for Guardiola, and after that the defense for Forest is not looking very likely to keep a lot of clean sheets. To be fair, they've surprised me this season so many times, but yeah, I would think of a player to buy for 23. Probably it's not going to be a Forest defender, but we'll see. I have Trent, Gabriel and Howe to rely every week, and Alisson, so maybe sales at some point. I don't know, but for now, I will be not looking to bring defender from Forest, and that would keep haunting me. Hopefully, they will stop keeping clean sheets. Hopefully, as Arsenal stopped, Liverpool stopped, hopefully Forest will. But yeah, Southampton against Forest that week, Wood is going to score a lot of points in my opinion. And Isaac against Bournemouth, this guy has scored in 8 consecutive games. I think he's going to aim for that Vardy record, and I think he's able to get it. So yeah, on the bench, Pedro, wings I didn't mention on the midfield, but he's just a bench fodder. So yeah, he's staying there. I'm pretty delighted with that. This week I had a benching dilemma and it cost me. Next week I'm having a benching dilemma. It will probably cost me once again, but yeah, I cannot make myself bench Howe at the moment with the performances he's delivering. So yeah, I'm in a good predicament at the moment. From Gameweek 23 onwards, it's going to be way easier to decide who to bench and who to play. But for now, this is the conclusion of the team. And finally, talking about the captaincy, it's Salah against Brentford. I'm going to rely on Salah. It's as good as that. I don't know if Palmer is going to remain vice, but probably he will. So yeah, captaincy easy this week. I don't think it has anything to be discussed. Haaland is a good option, to be fair, against Ipswich, but I don't own Haaland, so it's going to be Salah. Just like in every video, we're giving a special shout out to our members. Set 4 with 25 gifted, Zach, Oscar Papa, Scouser Air, plus 35 gifted already. Thank you so much, guys. You're helping me financially, which is amazing. If you want, guys, to support me, you can become members of the channel. You can do a paid comment. You can do a lot of stuff, whatever you feel comfortable. And if you cannot support me financially, that's all fine. You can go and give me a like, a subscribe, a comment. That will push me into the algorithm of more people, and more people will join the community. Hopefully this will happen. We'll see. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make another video for the upcoming 22. I will think about it, but if I don't have the time, I won't make something that's just there. I want to be structured and I want to have a good foundation on the video. After that, it's a deadline stream, 1,000,000%, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being members of the channel, and thank you for the patience and to the support. I will showcase to you more FPL tips and UCL fantasy tips. UCL fantasy is soon back, so for those of you that are waiting for it, it will be soon back. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.